Again, coming back with another video on this lovely Friday 13th. Not really into that superstitious shit, whatever, but it is Friday 13th. I'm wearing black. I don't give a shit. I'm mostly wearing all black. So I'm the black cat, but I don't really get into that shit. But anyways, I had a guy from the group chat ask me personally about being tested. How do you go about being tested? And I asked him, which test? Life or job? Your lady? He said, just in general. So I came back to him, so I was like, so you mean like being battle tested in general, right? So here we go. This is from my guy who asked for, I'm not going to put his name out, but he wanted to see the video, so I'm putting the video out. He knows where to get the video from. So let's talk about being battle tested. Battle tested in general because of the fact that this guy asked me that. So we're just going to make this a broad, general. We're not going to just for the guys, but for all my viewers, being battle tested is basically you going at bat at whatever you're trying to do in life, and it combats with you and gives you a run, you know what I'm saying, kind of gives you a little test of, is this what you really want? You really want to be successful? You really want to do this? But here's a challenge. I'm going to give you a challenge in the midst of you doing something you love doing. So being battle tested is the fact that you're doing something in your normal, something that you love, something that you're passionate about, and it may not go your way specifically all the way, but you're still handling it. You're managing. You're able to manage and do what you need to do to get the job done, or do what you like to do, get it done, whatever it is. So we all have to be battle tested in life, period. Not just for your work, your relationships, your whatever it is, you being battle tested on the things that you do in your practical life, hobbies, professions, careers, you name it. It is going to be a test, whatever. The day that you are not tested is the day that it's over with. It's no more tests. That's it. Either you pass away off this earth, or that doesn't work anymore. Either your career failed, or you gave up, or you just had enough of the test. And the only way you're going to pass them tests is if you keep going at it. We got to keep going at our tests. We are going to be battle tested through anything. If you're not battle tested, how would you even know to withstand certain obstacles and tribulations that you're going to go through? We all go through them. We all have to have that moment of truth of, I'm going to stand up to this. I'm going to defeat it. I'm going to conquer it. And it's not going to take over me. I'm going to do it. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, it's overbearing. And it is draining. But say the least, you still have to do it. You don't have to, but if you really want to, conquer something that you want to handle, your fears or anything, it's going to win. The test is over. And as people, got to go through these tests to survive and to get better and be stronger. That's how we're going to get better. If you ain't been battle tested on something simple like, let's just say like you didn't pass your SATs to get to college or something like that, that's holding you back. So why not just be stronger at it by going back and studying more? Keep tackling it. Keep tackling it. Keep tackling it until you pass it. And once you pass it, you feel like, you know what? It was a test. It was a struggle. But I overcame it eventually. Yeah, it took me 3 times. Yeah, it took me 4 times. But I fucking did it. I did it and I passed it eventually. Now I'm moving on to the next challenge. That's going to be a test. The test could be, okay, you passed the SATs. Now it's college courses. Okay, you in a big student body. Say you go to a regular university where the student body is triple amount to where the student body you might be. I'm in Ohio. Schools aren't like how it is in Texas or in California or in Florida, where they're a big amount. You know what I'm saying? The student bodies are bigger. So a normal person like me in Ohio, you go to a student body school, and then you go to, let's say I go to University of Florida or NYU or something, where the student body is going to be triple the amount. And you're not used to big classes. Well, you go to that class, you might be intimidated because you're not getting hands-on experience, but you got to go based off of your knowledge and skills. So, okay, I'm a fast learner. Okay, I got to do this. This is the next wave in the battle test that you got to deal with, because now you're on campus. You're used to somebody being in your mix. Did you do your homework? Did you turn your assignment in? They're not going to do that for you. So your test is, can I sustain being an adult, going to class? Oh, I got this party to go to. Oh man, I got a job. Oh, this babe want me to take her on a date. You got all these obstacles around you, but then you got to still maintain and overcome all of that just to maintain your grades so you can get that degree, so you can get a better career, so you have a good job, so you can take care of yourself and then potentially take care of a family if you decide to choose to have a family. So that was just an example of the battle test that you will have to go through. You're going to have to, the test is, oh, I'm going to get sidetracked by going to a party. Well, one, I need to study. Well, I studied. Oh man, bro, you missed out on a hell of a party. A cram before you, you know what I'm saying? What is it? A jam before you cram party. I missed out. How you missed out on that? It was the last party for the semester. I know, but I'll go to the icebreaker when we come back from school break. But I gotta maintain this because I kind of slacked up going to them fall parties. You know what I'm saying? Them icebreakers in the beginning of the semester when school first started. I went to them and kind of slacked up. Got behind. Now I'm on Dean's academic list. I'm on a probation list because I didn't take care of business. So you beating those battles slowly so you can get to the next level. And that's just a small example of that. And pretty much, like I said, your battle test, you got to be tested strong so you can go to the next level. So you can be stronger than where you was at. So you can be at that level. So okay, now I can take a little lashing, I can take a little ass whooping for the next challenge because I done got stronger. I made these mistakes here, so I got the knowledge and the willpower to, you know what, I ain't got to do without. I can do this, but I gotta maintain. I can, you know what I'm saying, I can choose my battle. So this one I'm coming up, that's I'm gonna be when this battle test comes up, I'll be a little bit more wiser. I'll be more smarter, and I'll be stronger mentally because I went through some shit before to make me tougher. It made me wiser, made me choose different things. So now I can do without. I know what I need. Some things have to be said, some things have to be done because I slacked up before and I didn't know any better. Now I know better, and if I don't want to do this again, I don't want to slack up on my grades, or if I don't want to do this again to where I'm getting pink slips on my door saying, you know, saying eviction notice, or I'm getting pink slips from the mail saying my disconnection fees, you know, it's a disconnection coming up and my fees is high. Well, now I know this is a test. I need to work overtime to get this money up, to get all this shit taken care of. But now you know next time what you got to do. And these are some of the trials and tribulations that us as adults, young adults, and all my young people that watch and listen that are going to college or are in college are going through this. I'm telling you, stay focused. You will overcome these battles. They're only short term. Remember, they're short term, but you can make them long term if you don't wisen up or do better. Remember that. These battles can last long as hell if you don't, you know what I'm saying, make some adjustments to your life or changes to what's in your environment. If you don't make those changes, sometimes these battles that you say that, man, I'm going through it, I'm struggling, I'm going through it, I don't know what to do. Well, you got to make the adjustment, make the change, and then things will come out a lot better for you. All right. And I got another question from one of the other guys. I meant to put this on the video the other day. The other question was about motivation. He needs a video on motivation. Now, I like this simply because of the fact that motivation it's in us to motivate. You need motivation. It's like gasoline. It's like gasoline. You need that to get your car started to get you to point A to point B. But when I thought about motivation, I also thought about, you know what I'm saying, sometimes motivation can be weighed down, or sometimes could be watered down because you get tired. So to be motivated, what keeps people motivated? What keeps people motivated? It's all what keeps you motivated. But once you're motivated, then what's after that? Dedication. So motivation followed by dedication is key, because we all can be motivated. Oh man, I seen this inspiring video. It made me want to go ahead and go out here and get this money. It made me want to go back to school. It made me want to be a designer, a fashion designer. Oh, it made me want to be a mechanic. Oh, I want to be a plumber. Oh, I want to be you know what I'm saying, I want to work in stocks. Okay? Cool, that's cool motivation. Now go follow up with your homework. Do what you need to do to understand what you're getting yourself into. Alright? Now you're motivated. Okay? You motivated, then what? What you gonna do? Well, I'm motivated to do this. Get up off your tail. do what you need to do to follow suit. But whatever you're motivated by, follow suit so you can go out and do it. But keep this in mind. Sometimes you will fall short. Sometimes you might be so on the job, busting your tail, in school, doing these designs, working on cars, and you want to have the best of everything. You want to be the top-notch person in your field of whatever you do. Whatever you put your hands on, you are so motivated and driven to do all this stuff, right? You doing all this stuff, but then sometimes you have those days of like, man, I want to take a day off from this. But you know you can't do that. If you want to get to the next level, you know you can't take days off. You know you need to be in there 365, putting the work in, putting the application in on the groundwork onto whatever you got going on. And that's why I say the dedication follows the motivation, because you're going to be tired. You're going to be one to you want to take days off. You want to take a break, but you can't take a break. And that's where dedication comes from, because if you dedicate it to your grind of whatever you got going on, or what your studies, whatever passion or anything that you got, your purpose, you dedicated to that, your motivation is going to keep going. But the dedication behind it follows suit, because if you're dedicated, that means you're putting your work in. You're putting the time in, you're putting the work in into something, whatever it is that you got going on. The dedication follows the motivation. The motivation will keep you going because you're inspired, but the dedication follows that because it won't let you slack. It won't let you fall. It won't let you slow down, because if you can't take a day off, well, I'm dedicated to doing this every day. This is my routine. That's part of my dedication. I dedicated myself. I vowed this to myself that I'm going to do this Monday through Friday. And some Saturdays, I might do this. I'm dedicated to that. So your motivation is the inspiration of what you're doing, but the dedication also follows that to keep you thriving and keep you driven on your grind, your goal, whatever you want to be. It is follow suit with that, all right? And that's all I got for y'all today, man. But pretty much, stay on your grind, stay motivated. But remember, dedication outweighs all that stuff and backs it up. So I'll holler back. Like, comment, subscribe.